What is up, my butter biscuits? Y'all, within today's video, I apologize. I look so dull. Like, I just did not even want to put on makeup today because I just drank way too much last night. Oh my gosh, Bud Light came out with these new, like, hard soda pop seltzers or whatever. They are so good. They literally taste like diet soda. They have, like, orange soda, cherry cola, regular cola, and, like, lemon lime. They are absolutely amazing. Like, probably my new favorite seltzer. Y'all, I don't know. I thought at first I wouldn't really like them, but I'm like, oh my gosh. So I ended up drinking, like, 9 of them last night and a couple shots of Fireball. I went to a drag show. It was a good time. So I apologize within today's video if I'm just like, I'm low-key really tired. I know this is late news, but I did want to talk about the BH Cosmetics filing for bankruptcy because a lot of people online are speculating it's because the collabs with Doja Cat and Iggy Azalea that it just did not do good, so it's putting them under. So I did want to talk about them filing for bankruptcy within today's video. Before we jump into the video, though, I did want to get your guys' opinions on kind of a couple different things, so I do apologize if I'm rambling in the first portion of this video, but I just really need some help here. You guys know that I really want to get y'all know that I really want to get started with Get Ready With Me's. However, I'm kind of like stuck on what to talk about while doing them because remember I said in a couple videos ago, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I should be talking about like what's going on in my life right now. Like, y'all, these topics that have been going on in my life are like really, really deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like DV. You know, I don't want to say it on here because I don't even know if I can, but domestic, you guys can put the rest on here. It's really been a heavy topic on me recently, like so bad. So I don't know if I should like do a Get Ready With Me and talk about that, or maybe if I should just talk about lighthearted things, or maybe I should just talk about things that are going on around the world. I don't really know. You guys have to let me know about that because honestly, I'm really stuck of like what I should film. And then I did see people in my previous comments saying, oh, just film what you want. I'm like, no, guys, I need some I need some direction, y'all. I need to be like told on what you guys want to see. You know what I'm saying? Or else I just feel like I'm not gonna end up doing it. Also, another thing is I actually want to get started with the podcast. You guys know for the past year and a half now I've been saying I really want to do a podcast. However, I've put it off for so long because I just feel like I don't have the money or like the space or anything like that to build a nice little studio, you know. And I feel like I watch so many podcasts and I'm just like, oh my gosh, their setup is just so nice, you know. And I just don't have the money for that, y'all. I'm literally filming my videos in a garage, a busted old dirty old garage. You know what I'm saying? There's literally a lawnmower directly in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have, you know, that nice of a place to be doing a little podcast. However, I did recently redo my room and I was thinking, what about me and my friend Genevieve? If you guys are familiar with her, she's been on my channel probably the most out of any of my friends. What about if me and her like just do it in my room on the couch, you know what I'm saying, and do something like really, really laid back. I don't know if I'm gonna title it like the podcast. I don't know if I'm gonna call it like The Ramble, or maybe I'm gonna call it like Couch Potatoes. I don't really know yet. However, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on that because I feel like, why don't I just jump into it? You know what I'm saying? And if it does pop off and become successful, maybe then I can invest money and like have a nice studio, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't have the money for that right now. So I do want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on that because, y'all, I get really intimidated looking at everybody's podcast like setups. I'm like, oh my gosh, they look like a real like, you know, daytime talk show television set. And I'm just like over here in my busted old garage. I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, maybe like the whole podcast should really be about the conversation and not the setup. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me know your guys' feedback on that because honestly, I feel like I've pushed it off for such a long time now. And I'm like, you know what? I just watch people's podcasts and I'm like, this just genuinely seems like so much fun to be sitting down with your friend, having conversations about what's going on in the world and in your life. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, give me your guys' feedback on that. I would really appreciate it. Within today's video, we're going to be talking about BH Cosmetics. So if you're interested in that, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. I'm talking fast again, even though I'm like super tired, y'all. My eyes are so heavy right now. I'm like, oh, and it's 4 o'clock. Anyways, if you guys are interested in that, go to keep on watching. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys want podcasts, let me know. I will be doing it on this channel. I probably won't do a separate channel because I tried doing my second channel and I was just like, you know what? Any future videos are just going to go on this channel. It's too hard to manage 2 different channels, so let me know about that. Anyways, let me shut up and let's go to get into it. All right, y'all. So I am going to be reading some clips from online articles about BH Cosmetics filing for bankruptcy. I do feel like a lot of people are using Iggy Azalea and Doja Cat in the headlines, obviously, to talk about BH Cosmetics filing for bankruptcy. Obviously, they do that so they can get clicks because Iggy Azalea and Doja Cat are like really, really big names, you know, in pop culture as well as the music industry. So this to me, I have to be really honest with you guys. I didn't even really know, or maybe I just forgot that Doja Cat and Iggy Azalea did a collaboration with BH Cosmetics. Like, I feel like it probably would have been in my anti-haul, but I don't remember like talking about it. I really don't. But I do talk about a lot of makeup on my channel, as you guys know, with my new makeup drops, or they bops, or they flops, or my anti-hauls. Like, I talk about a lot of makeup, so maybe I did just forget about it. But when I was reading this, I was like, I didn't even know Doja Cat did a collaboration with them, honestly. The one and only thing that I have ever purchased from BH Cosmetics was like, I believe it was Carly Bybel. I think it was Carly Bybel. She had like a, yes, Carly Bybel. I have a picture of it right here. She had like this palette that had like, what was it, like highlights in there as well as eyeshadows. And actually the formulation was really good. I did pick it up from Ulta and I remember it was very affordable. So I do kind of feel like, I want to say before reading any clips about BH Cosmetics, I really do feel like COVID had a major impact on the beauty industry as a whole and not just specifically BH Cosmetics, you know what I'm saying? I do feel like a lot of people are obviously saying like, oh, the Doja Cat collab was a flop. The Iggy Azalea collab was a flop, so obviously that made them go under. But I think it was a pandemic, honestly. I feel like it's really affected a lot of, makeup brands out there, because obviously when you're wearing a mask, y'all, a lot of people don't even put on makeup these days. Like, I feel like, yes, there's still a lot of people on social media doing makeup, but then a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna go and put on lip gloss and lipstick and wear a full mask because it's just gonna smudge around. But then I do know that there are people out there who still do a full face of makeup and put on a mask. But anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and read some clips right here. This is from beautypackaging.com, so if you guys are interested in reading the full thing, you guys can go ahead and check that out. I'm going to be reading a couple paragraphs from a couple different websites, just to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on these. So this is what it says right here, and this was posted on January 21st. That's why I said I know I'm a little late with this, but there's really nothing else to talk about, so let's talk about this. BH Cosmetics, which has created cosmetic formulas for Doja Cat and Iggy Azalea, has filed for bankruptcy. Launched in 2009, BH was a direct-to-consumer color cosmetic brand focused on the millennial/Generation Z consumer. The company sold its products online as well as through Ulta Beauty and other retailers. BH filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in Wilmington, Delaware on January 14th. The company said it will sell its intellectual property for $4.3 million. BH Chief Restructuring Officer Spencer Ware from Riveron Management said that the company struggled to obtain profitability after pursuing an ultimately unsuccessful launch of various product lines. BH is majority owned by Mid-Ocean Partner, which acquired it in 2018. I specifically want to focus on this right here because this is the quote from the director or the chief or whatever he's called. Pursuing an ultimately unsuccessful launch of various product lines. This is why I feel like a lot of people are using Doja Cat and Iggy Azalea as like the main reason why. But I just want to say, because I do want to talk about their collaborations within this video. I do want to talk about the makeup because honestly, in my personal opinion, I just feel like people have seen it now that they don't really care. Even if you are the person's favorite celebrity, they're not going to go out there and purchase this palette just because it's like, oh, Nicki Minaj came out with this palette, I'm going to get it because I love Nicki. No, a lot of people are stopping and realizing, you know what, I have a palette very similar to that and it was like $10 and I already have it right here, so why do I need to go and purchase it? I feel like a lot of people within the makeup industry are like, you know what, everything has been done, so why do I need to purchase this? You know what I'm saying? And as I mentioned years ago on my channel, I feel like there's so many influencer collaborations as well as celebrity collaborations that I feel like people now obviously just view it as merch, because it's like, y'all, let's keep it real. Talking about, let's go ahead and dive into this right here. The Doja Cat collaboration, I'm just gonna keep it real. And if you guys know me at all, I love Doja Cat. Honestly, like, I feel like she is probably like one of my favorite rappers right now, my favorite artist right now, to be honest with you. I really do love her. But this collaboration right here, y'all, let me just keep it real. It just looks so cheap. And yes, I do know that BH Cosmetics is an affordable makeup brand, and I do love an affordable makeup brand. Y'all know that. But this just looks cheap. I don't know. Everything about it, the brushes look cheap. The palette looks cheap. Everything looks cheap. It doesn't speak to me whatsoever. The palette, to me, honestly, I look at this and I'm just like, like, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me low-key of like an updated version of like Coastal Scents palettes. And y'all, back in the day, remember everyone used to love Coastal Scents palettes? That's what this reminds me of, just like a new version of it, And I don't know, I just feel like it looks really, really cheap. And on top of that too, let's look at the front packaging right here. It just has, I don't even know what's going on the front packaging, and then just Doja Cat Mega. I don't know. This palette to me, honestly, is kind of like a huge flop. And I would imagine, like, I really wish that we knew the nitty gritty. Oh, I just spit on myself. I really wish that we knew the nitty gritty of like how much Doja Cat was getting paid for this collaboration, because I wonder if they're going to recoup from that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously not, because that's why they're filing for bankruptcy. But let's go ahead and talk about the Iggy Azalea Totally Plastic collaboration right here. This to me is giving like very 90s vibes. It's reminding me of like Spice Girls. Do you guys remember when the Spice Girls used to have those like lollipops, y'all? Oh my gosh, I used to love those. This is giving me those vibes. But once again, these are things right here that like ColourPop has already done. Huda Beauty has the same style of palettes. Like, yes, I know that BH Cosmetics is obviously more affordable than Huda Beauty, but there's probably several people out there who are like, y'all, I got a palette similar to this. purchase. I'm not going to purchase it just because I love Iggy Azalea. You guys know, like, it's one of my biggest, is gripes the right word to use? I think, I don't know. It's like one of my biggest gripes of people like really attacking me online when I sit here and I say like Ariana Grande, y'all. Oh my gosh, I literally got so much hate mail over that because it's like, y'all, I feel the need to like defend myself of like, I love Ariana Grande. I love her music. Like, honestly, her music, low key. I do have to be honest. Back in the day, I looked at her and I was like, I didn't really like her with her donut licking face. I already said that. However, when talking about her makeup, I just didn't like it. Like, I really felt like it was dull. I felt like it was lackluster. I felt like she could have done so much more. I feel like a lot of people really are starting to realize it doesn't matter whose name is on the packaging. If the palette is pretty or if the product, you know, seems interesting, then they're going to purchase it. They're not going to purchase it just because, oh, Iggy Azalea is on it. You know what I'm saying? As much as we can like an artist, if you don't like the product, like, why purchase it? You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people obviously are starting to realize that these days. I do have to say though, if I had to choose between the two, Iggy Azalea or Doja Cat, I probably would go with the Iggy Azalea one. I feel like at least those palettes are like little and they're like cute. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The Doja Cat one to me, I'm sorry. I love you, Doja Boo, but ugh, these I just, it just looks so cheap to me. Like, it looks like makeup that you can purchase for wholesale from like DHgate, you know, or is it DHgate? Alibaba, that's what I'm thinking of, Alibaba. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on right here, y'all. This is where it's going to get a little bit long with the reading, okay? The new management pegged 2020 as a transition year when it would redirect the company toward growth through new product development and unique strategies to obtain and redirect customers, right size inventory through connecting and efficiently utilizing the company's distribution and sales system, and develop the infrastructure needed to sell product to various wholesale channels, because they do wholesale as well too. So, according to an affidavit from Spencer Ware, Chief Restructuring Officer and co-CEO of BH Cosmetics, that's the guy we mentioned earlier, at the time the company estimated it would take about $14 million to support the revamp per that filing. The company carried on its plans into last year, I don't even know what that, forging to me, I feel like that's faking. I don't know. Anyways, forging partnerships with Australian rapper Iggy Azalea, American rapper Doja Cat, both featuring products to be sold on its website and through Ulta stores, but it was forced to delay the introduction of a natural skincare brand, Itza, didn't even know about that, and sales of the two celebrity items fell short of expectations. So I specifically wanted to read that right there because obviously everybody is saying it's because of, you know, Iggy Azalea and Doja Cat. But like I just mentioned, you know, my whole little rant right now is I just feel like a lot of people are realizing like, okay, yes, I love Doja Cat, but do I need to go purchase her makeup collaboration? No, because if I don't like it, I'm not going to buy it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially like somebody like me, and that's why I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm tired of being attacked for my opinions about this. But like, no matter how much I like an artist, I'm just not going to purchase their stuff unless I like it, because what's going to be the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, there is nobody on this planet that like I love so much that they come out with everything, I'm going to buy it. I know there is a lot of like, you know, stan people out there and a lot of like, you know, crazy fan people out there. I totally get that, but that's not me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people are like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys can let me know down in the comments. But anyways, y'all, that is pretty much it for the BH Cosmetics filing for bankruptcy. I think that this is a very sad situation. It really does suck because obviously, like, y'all, like, these brands have been around for so long and they're just being hit really, really hard right now. And I do feel like the pandemic really put that into motion. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously they can blame Iggy Azalea or Doja Cat, but I really do think that obviously the beauty industry is not popping like it was a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all, that's all I have to say on this. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything. Don't forget to let me know about the podcast. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.